Aloha Ecamm family, let's talk about getting your RØDECaster Pro II properly set up to work with Ecamm Live. It's very simple, it's just that they've changed things from the original version and it has thrown people a bunch of confusion. So we're here to help break up some of that confusion and I'll show you what it is. Here's the main thing. If you jump on over, the most important thing you can do is make sure that you have the Rode Central app connected to your computer, so that way you can map your channels. Now you don't have to map them exactly like mine because your mapping might be a little bit different, but here's a couple suggestions that will help you out. I put my main microphone right here in the first position. If you have more than one people, put those there. I'm using me, normally I'm solo, so I have my main microphone position here. The most important thing is right after your main microphone is you're going to want to have your USB 1 comm down here, which is also known as chat. Once it's in your system, it's known as RØDECaster Pro II Chat. This is the channel that has the mix minus built in. The microphone channel itself no longer has the mix minus on that channel because it is better facilitated as its own separate channel here, which means now you have control over the slider. You can adjust how much volume it has. You can do various things. So it's very important. Once you get your thing set up, put your main microphone here, come down here and grab USB COM 1, just drag it onto that second position, and that will be your mix minus channel. It is still channel 1, as you can tell by the marking here, but that now contains your mix minus. The way I set mine up after that is I have my USB for my master computer, which is computer 1, on the third slider, and I have my USB for my second computer, my Mac Studio, on the fourth slider. I left my Bluetooth available and I left my sound effects here. What I've done with the second, third, and fourth microphone is I've placed them over here in the virtual channel area. But let's say I wanted to get this channel 2 back on a fader. All I'd have to do is drop it into that position, and now channel 2 will be on the third fader and my USB will be controlled by the virtual channel, in which case I would up and down the volume using the rotary encoder. We'll get back to that in just a second. It's a knob, people, but they just call it rotary encoder because, well, that's the proper name. Okay, so let's drop this back how I had it. So again, the most important thing you set up is going to Rode Connect. Now you can do all of this on the panel itself directly on the RØDECaster Pro console. It's better if you do it through the Rode Central app because you get a visual representation and your brain will just grok it a heck of a lot better. So main microphone here, my main channel with the chat also here. And then as I move down the line, I have the other devices as noted. Okay, let's jump on over to the RØDECaster itself. On the RØDECaster, you'll see my channel 1 is my microphone. If I turn this down, I go down. I turn it back up, I go up. If I had a guest, that guest would be here on this channel right here, which is channel 2, okay? Now, I have my USB, sounds coming out of my computer would be controlled by this fader, and then my second computer, which is here. I often use my second computer to do demonstrations and things of that sort. So I have those all together there. This is my Bluetooth channel, and these are my sound effects channels right there. This is the RØDECaster Pro panel, and on the RØDECaster Pro panel, you'll notice if I press channel 1, down here on the bottom, you don't see the mix minus indicator. If I come back over to my home and I press on my second channel, you'll now see where it says output routing. If I press that, you'll see I have my main mix, my mix minus, or custom. So now I have it on mix minus. Now yours might not look like this, and that's because you're not using the latest firmware. If you're not using the latest firmware, down here where it says output routing, it will say mix minus on, mix minus off. If you're using the latest firmware, you'll see a new output routing situation, in which case you come over and you make sure that you have the mix minus turned on. That is simple as pie. Now, to make sure you're always using the latest firmware, press the house and then come down here to system and click on information And right here in the middle, you can say check for updates. If it's green, you're good to go. For further information, just scan that QR code. It will take you directly to the Rode website and help you get further along. That is it, my Ecamm family. That is how you set up the RØDECaster Pro II to be used with Ecamm Live. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, drop them down in the situation below and we will get back to you. You can also reach out to us at supportdesk@ecamm.com. Again, many of the things in this article and video will change over time, but we will keep it updated as Rode updates us. Thank you for being a member of the Ecamm fam, and we'll see you soon. Aloha.
For the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the jam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam.